playoff final. Just how much is at stake today? Have a look, have a listen.
Interestingly, some of the best times I've had here have not necessarily been in the Premier League or in the FA Cup. It was actually when we were in the lower divisions, because then you knew that it was us against the world.
We've had more downs than ups in my lifetime, but nothing will stop me going down the city. I've been on the Bud Bank when there was about 1,500 people in the stand, back in the dark days of being in Division 4.
What happens on the pitch sometimes feels secondary, because football is a bigger family, and whether that's home or away, the Cardiff City family is massive.
I enjoyed my times here, and sometimes weren't so good. Sometimes you're battling in order to keep the football club alive. When things are going well, it's fantastic, isn't it? Everybody loves you, everybody sings your name. But when things aren't so good, that's when it's a real test of who you are as a person. And I'm really proud of those times when we managed to drag us through and get the results. When I joined Cardiff, the reason I did was because I had a connection with it. I'd been on the terraces as a very young lad. Frank Burrows, who was a real Scots manager, he had one eye bigger than the other. He said, you're starting, go and give your dad and your mother a phone call, tell them to get his crease again to watch you. And it was 0-0, so not bad for a defender, so a good start.
My time here really was very, very special. I just loved the game, and I just loved getting out there and playing on a Saturday.
Ninian Park, it was a great place to play if you wore a blue shirt at Cardiff City. It was horrendous for anybody that wore the opposition's jersey.
I know what the fans want, I know what they enjoy, and and I know what it means to them to support this football club.
Every single home game I was there for, and we got promoted under Frank Burrows in the late 80s.
I was fortunate to go up twice with Frank Burrows, and then obviously through the great Eddie May.
Division 3 winners, fantastic achievement for us that season. We went on a great run from January, I think, until the end of the season. I think we had about 20 games, we lost 2.
It was pretty gloomy at the beginning, but we soon picked it up and started winning some games, and then, as I say, it just went from strength to strength.
That infamous last game of the season at Scunthorpe, I'll never forget.
We won the league and we celebrated it together. All the Cardiff City supporters on the field, Scunthorpe supporters had gone, and that was special.
Squad was amazing. Blakey, my partner in crime, used to run up and down that left wing. Jason Perry, another local boy like myself, live and die for the club.
Damon Searle up and down the left-hand side, nobody better than him in that position. Paul Ramsey, captain, another experienced pro. You had then Kevin Ratcliffe, and I was fortunate to be amongst these players.
We had a great manager, Eddie May, who brought the best in everyone.
You would wear that jersey and you know that he had your back. He allowed players like Nathan Blake to go and express themselves, and then he would come to people like myself who'd done some of the ugly sides of the game in order to win, and he would put his arm around you and go, I noticed it. The respect for him from every player was huge.
There's probably been a lot more lows than highs, but it just makes the highs all that more special.
I'm very fortunate to have grown up in a really good generation of iconic players.
My memories of 2002, 2003 is pure enjoyment. I didn't play the first few games, but after that it was about goals, it was about celebrations.
Robert Earnshaw to me was like a superhero when I was a kid, especially with the backflips and stuff. I was like, what? That was like superhuman, you know.
When Alan Cork was the manager, I got injured. He says to me, listen, you're one of the prized people in this football club, and I don't want you to do your somersault anymore. So if you do somersaults, I'm going to fine you. The next game I scored, did my somersault because I just lost myself in the moment. I completely forgot about the fines. I was pretty much paying money to score goals at that time.
The goal has been awarded to Cardiff
We
City.
knew the final was going to be in Cardiff, so we knew that season, if we could get promoted, it was going to be the most special thing, to do it at home, in front of the home fans.
I remember being so nervous about the game, right? So nervous because we'd missed out the year before. When the game went to extra time, I couldn't watch. And then Andy Campbell scored in the 113th minute. That amazing lob, place went nuts.
Campbell, he's onside. It's Andy Campbell. It's in. Campbell comes off the bench to be a hero. Cardiff City are up.
Waiting for that extra time and that goal to go in was just amazing. And then when that whistle eventually goes, the roof went off. Best feeling in the world.
And it was better that we actually got promoted in the playoffs rather than automatic, because we could have 66,000 at the Millennium Stadium cheering us on, and we could celebrate in style.
After 18 years in the bottom two divisions, Cardiff have finally made it out. A sleeping giant no more.
What a night. Got promoted in our city.